Hey, I actually remembered to do the theme tune when Dave's not here. Hello and welcome to another week of No.124 competitions. Hello to Claire. Hello to all of you watching along. And I'm flying solo today, so bear with me while I press a lot of buttons whilst trying to keep up with everything else. But let's have a look quickly at what is available still at the moment. There are some cracking competitions as ever. I can see a Singleton Glen Ord 39-year-old. There's a nice signatory 45-year-old Craig Duff. Got some Whistle Pig in there. 29-year-old Book Laddie from the Hunter Lanes, the Kinship range. That's pretty cool. Got some high coast Swedish single malts, some serious Swedish single malts there. Plus more live this week. 30-year-old Macallan. There's some Bardstown bourbon. I think there's some bourbon rye, some different stuff in there, and some pretty cool stuff. Boutique rums galore as a collection. Aaron White Stag, very nice fourth release, and some single pot still Irish whiskey. That's the Spot collection. It's a bit of me there. Very nice indeed. Let us crack on though. You don't want me just talking to myself. So, what do we got? First up, Glen Farclas 21-year-old, straight in. How about that? Very nice. Got the wheel ready. So, let's bring that in and get cracking. Okay. First wheel of the day. Here we go. It's John O. Congratulations, John O. Yeah, nice. Independent, family owned for generations and for decades. We like a bit of that. Okay. Let me juggle this around. We have. Oh, we're into the rum. So. I'm wondering whether people are like, hold on, you're already doing wheels. You haven't had Dave speaking for like 10 minutes. Hello, Colin. Hello, everyone. Good luck, everyone. Absolutely. And good luck to our rum fans. And of course, good luck, Claire. Let's bring this next wheel in. Oh dear, lots of. Got to swap my wheels over. So let's go with that one. We're going to close that and we are going to bring this in. Okay. Yes, Bristol Spirits bottling from the Enmore Still. It is. God, it's hard doing this by one person. There we go. Okay. Second wheel. Very best of luck. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got? It is going to sneak into. Oh no, it's not quite. It stayed in David B. Congratulations, David B. 1988. Enmore Still rum there. That's the year I was born. I can say that when Dave's not here. Right. Let's take that one back out. Okie dokes. We are on to. What do we got? Grigeliki, 20-year-old from Decadent Drams. Okay, yes. Very cool bottler. Cool, meaty single malt here and age 20 years. Ticking some boxes. Okay. Bring that wheel in. Bum, bum, bum. Swap those over. Very nice. And that is ready. So bring that back in. There we go. Getting a bit smoother as we go. Okay. Da, 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 okay. Let's spin this wheel. Oh, goodness. Well, it was either Philip M or Philip M there, wasn't it? Well done, Philip. Bagged a few tickets and bagged yourself a very nice bottle. So, congrats. Well played. First, well, actually, no, it's not the first one. I'm quite jealous of. Quite jealous of all of these. Right. Very nice. Onwards to collection of Wolfburn. Okay, cool. So let's find that wheel. So you're seeing now why we do this as a duo. Far more dynamic. Sorry. Today, well, both Dave and Adam are out and about doing whiskey things in the world. So hence stuck with just me. But that wheel is ready. So let's bring it in and give it a spin. And that is Henry M. Flying through them, even with my my slow wheel swapping here. Congrats, Henry. That's a haul of Wolfburn right from the top of the mainland of Scotland there. So let's bring that back out and bring the next image up, which is a collection of Ballandalloch. Okay, so some single estate vintages here. That is a pretty cool collection. So yeah, one of only a handful of distilleries that are. Oh, that's going to be quicker. Aha. Found a quicker way of swapping these over. Right, yeah, only a handful of distilleries that are making whiskey purely from the barley they grow themselves, or single estate. So that's some proper stuff, isn't it? When you're doing that, bring in the wheel. Bring in the wheel. Okay. And here we go. Arthur D. Congratulations, Arthur. Like I say, that is a collection of very cool whiskies. I promise we'll get Dave and or Adam back next time. Hopefully, you get a bit more spiel going on, rather than just somebody manically trying to press a million buttons. Okay. Val Blair, 25-year-old, nice. Actually, the 15-year-old is my whiskey of the month. Was just sort of hitting the spot as the winter was really biting, and I was sort of turning from. I managed to go through most of Christmas still drinking quite light whiskies. I was on a bit of a tip of some really like ethereal kind of light whiskies, and I hadn't really tipped into the classic kind of more wintry drams. But Val Blair sort of just hit that spot perfectly for me earlier really towards the end of January. without being obviously like a total sherry bomb, but bringing those sherry casks into my glass. So this have a whole 10 years older. Right. Waiting for that to load. Swap there, bring that up there. And we have lots of people in for this one. So let's bring in this wheel and give it a knock. It's Halleck G, one of our regulars there, I think. Congratulations. Bow Blair, aged for a quarter of a century. None too shabby. And on to, now this is cool. If I'm going to talk a little bit about any of these, it's probably going to be this one. It's a dozen different whiskies. A dozen whiskies from the Heart Cup, who are, I mean, I've written about them in a couple of places recently. They are just like the hottest bottle around at the moment. They are, I think they've won Independent Bottle of the Year 3 years running at the World Whisky Awards, and they're just doing things really, really well. Like they're sourcing whiskies from some of the coolest distilleries from all over the world, and each one they're getting the casks directly from the distillery. They're not using any brokers or middle people, and I don't think there's anyone who's operating exclusively in that way. And just telling the stories of these liquids and these distilleries they're partnering with really well. I mean, the marketing's fantastic, but the whiskey, more importantly, is also fantastic. So hats off to Georgie and Fab, who are the husband and wife, or wife and husband duo behind the Heart Cup. Super cool. Check them out if you haven't. But looking at this, lots of you probably know all of that because you've made sure you're on this wheel. Swap to there. And bring it in. Right. Very best of luck, because, like I say, I think this is a pretty incredible collection. I mean, they've done, are they on to over 20 odd bottlings now from all different countries and well, from all over the world. But yeah, this is like half of everything they've ever released. It's this is wicked. Good luck. Here we go. It's David C. So congratulations, David. A dozen bottles from the Heart Cup. That is a fantastic win, I think. What have we got next? There's still 3 to come. Okay, so we're going to high age statement single bottles here. We've got Wildmoor. So this is kind of Brian Kinsman, who's the blender extraordinaire, going into super premium blended whiskey here. And let me bring in this wheel. But yeah, William Grant, extraordinary age stocks, of course. And according to these notes, what I've got here, this is enhanced by the addition of Ghost Distillery stock, which means, yes, some of this, possibly some of the old grain or possibly some of the malt as well, are from distilleries that have ceased to be. Yeah, ex-distilleries, closed distilleries. So let's bring in this wheel. Okie dokes, ready to rock. It's the Black Mountain edition of Wildmoor. 40 years old. Here's the wheel. Here we go. It's Austin M. So congratulations, Austin. Gone from a wicked collection to a wicked bottle. 40 years old. Yeah, fantastic stuff. We're into kind of like the £1,000 territory here of single competitions. So let's bring that out. See where we're going next. Okay. It is a Teeling 32-year-old. So this is rum and PX sherry cask. I mean, some of these old Teeling bottlings, we've had them before, but they're award magnets, they're tasty juice. It's just, and now we're into sort of £1,500 worth of individual bottle. So let me find the wheel and find this a home. Okay. Swap over to there. Bring it in. And the very best of luck. Some Irish single malt here. Okay. It's Robert C. So yeah, do let us know in the comments if you're winning live. Love a bit of that. Colin checking if his son won one of the ones a couple of spins ago. Robert C, I'm sure is a familiar name as well. Okay. Is that you? I lose track. I always forget what Colin in the comments' actual name is when he picks up a win here and there. Should really know by now, but they were after that Teeling, so hope that was you, or if it was, fantastic. Lagavulin is where we're heading next. So this is 21-year-old Lagavulin, 1991 vintage. This was one of the special releases from back in 2012, which, if you're wanting to get your hands on a bottle these days, we are looking at the sharp end of a couple of grand. This is back from when, the special releases were a huge annual event, and you just don't see an awful lot of heavily peated whiskey from down on the Kildalton coast of this age. You just don't. So let me bring in this wheel. In fact, let's have a look. This was first fill sherry as well. How about that? Ooh. Oh, lots of comments. Oh, it's Rob Crouch. Okay, well done. You're watching and you've won. Congratulations. And Thomas M, right, yes. Pretty sure you're winning this one. Here we go. Sorry, I might be one wheel behind on those comments. But well done, Rob. Let me swap to here. We are getting there. Bring in this wheel. And yeah, some Isla P. Let's do it. Halleck G again. Congratulations, Halleck. Having a killer week. Well done. That will be some serious Serious stuff. First fill sherry, 21-year-old Lagavulin from released over a decade ago. Crikey. Right. Well done, you. That is pretty mega. And that was the final wheel. I didn't even do a drum roll, did I? But it's another almost 7.5 grams worth of whiskey. The Dave likes to keep track of these things. Close these. Right. At least I have the Chinese Year of the Horse behind you. Yeah. A lovely, lovely, lovely horse behind me. Congratulations to all the winners. As ever, we will be in touch very shortly. This week, we'll get those sent out as soon as possible. Do send us pictures of you with your winnings in your hands. We do love to see it, and do by all means crack them open and let us know how you find them. We love to hear from you, even more so, if anything, about that sort of thing. So until next time, and hopefully I won't be alone. And like I say, this will be a little bit more dynamic. All the best. Thank you, and have a great week. Oh, outro music before Dave tells me off. Here we go. That's for you, Dave.